on, Germany experimented with making a see-through plane, the Yakovlev Air 3, thinking it would make them invisible, but in all actuality the materials they used reflected even more sunlight, making it much more visible. The Yakovlev Air 3 was a very primitive plane, with a top speed barely above 90 miles per hour. The Yakovlev's makeup consisted of a transparent material called Ceylon. After repeated tests, they concluded that Ceylon didn't decrease visibility from the ground at all. In fact, it increased it. They later tried covering the Ceylon with an opaque substance made up of aluminum powder. But still not satisfied with the results, they scrapped the project after only 2 years. This plane was made at the beginning of World War II with radar-absorbing plywood. Although it was still very primitive compared to today's planes, it was quite an improvement on the earlier Yakovlev Air 3. The Mosquito's top speed was just above 360 miles an hour. The Mosquito was a British multi-role combat aircraft. Made up almost entirely out of wood, it was given the nickname the Wooden Wonder. Equipped with 4 Browning machine guns and 4 20mm cannons, the Mosquito was a force to reckon with. In addition to its fixed armament, the Mosquito was capable of carrying 2,000 pounds worth of bombs. The Horten 229 was a major step in the evolution of stealth planes. Although its basic construction was still based around wood, the adhesives used were fused with charcoal dust. This minor change in materials allowed the plane to reduce its radar signature by nearly 80%. With its minuscule radar signature and 607 mile-an-hour top speed, this plane was a major feat for German engineers. Designed by Reymar and Walter Horten, it was the first pure flying wing to be powered by jet engines. Because of its blended wing and fuselage design, it was very difficult to distinguish on radar, further improving its stealth capabilities. The F-117 Nighthawk was America's first shot at stealth planes, one that exceeded all expectations. The plane was designed with sharp angles that deflected radar up and away from radar receivers. In addition to its futuristic look, it was covered with radar-absorbing materials and equipped with special exhaust kits to make it virtually invisible to infrared scanners. Despite its bulky 25-ton size, the F-117 could achieve 617 miles an hour with the radar signature of a baseball. The Nighthawk was developed by Lockheed's secretive Skunk Works division and operated by the U.S. Air Force. The F-117 carries no radar, which helps lower its emissions, but as to whether or not it carries radar detection equipment is a closely guarded government secret. As far as its exhaust system is concerned, the Nighthawk has a non-circular exhaust tip, which helps it lower its infrared signature by allowing it to mix hot and cold air. The B-2 Spirit was the first long-distance bomber capable of carrying 50,000 pounds for 6,000 miles at a speed of 630 miles an hour, with the radar signature of a volleyball. It was used in Iraq and Afghanistan, but due to its large price tag, $2 billion, only 21 B-2s were made. The B-2 is a stealth bomber designed for penetrating dense anti-aircraft defenses. It can deploy both conventional and thermonuclear weapons while maintaining its stealth configuration. It is equipped with multi-spectral camouflage, and it has the ability to cloak and uncloak itself from stealth mode as needed, but as to how it can do this is a closely guarded military secret. America's current stealth fighter is the F-22 Raptor. The U.S. has nearly 200 F-22s in service, with missions as recent as last September in the fight against ISIS. The F-22 is considerably cheaper than the B-2, with a price tag of $150 million. Don't let the price tag fool you. The F-22 by far exceeds any expectations set in the past, with a max speed of just over 1,500 miles an hour. The F-22 is a tactical stealth fighter jet developed primarily for air superiority. It is protected by federal law from being exported due to its highly classified stealth technology. It is equipped with a Vulcan 22mm cannon for air-to-surface defense. Its weapons are so advanced that it can deploy a missile at Mach 1.5 and hit a moving target 24 miles away. Its stealth capabilities are jaw-dropping, with its overall radar signature being the size of a small marble.